All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to part 4 of Railway Empire 2, our campaign mission revisit. We're on chapter 3, which it says chapter 3. I think it's called Westward Advance, actually, but anyway, it's chapter 3, and we're on part 4. So we have made a lot of progress. We are down to our last set of required tasks and our optional tasks. That's all we've got left. So express status, Denver to Albuquerque, wooden planks and dimming, steel to dimming, chemicals to dimming, that's it. So for the required, and then we've got a Bywater, found 5 cities, we've got 2 in the works, and 900,000 people on our network. So we really want everything to keep growing to the extent possible. And to that end, we're trying to get Rock Springs, and I really kind of I'd like to go backwards. I'd like to rewind and do this in a better way. When you're settling these cities, I think it's really useful to just have dedicated trains running logs, running grain, and find your meat source and get it done that way rather than having trains running all over. And we kind of have trains running all over here. So I want to go down here. I want to put repairs here also. Let's go. Give us a little bit of money. There. Now, let's see. I think these are going to be fine, if you will. It'll be fine, but it's not quite what we want. So let's see. We need 3 more grain, so we should have it. That should be fine. So Rock Springs should get founded, no problem. Now, Grand Junction, yeah, it's just needing grain. We're just short on grain right now up here, and we're running it all out of down here, and yeah, we should be good. So I think we're okay on getting these 2 founded. That will give us this task done. And then if we look at like buying Walter, let's look at our money, 26 million, 2.65 million. And we could get bigger bomb, but I don't think it's big enough to buy Walter. Let's see. Not too bad. Need about 9 million. 9 million. 9 million. Would love to get him out of the way. He really is in the way. Now, the other thing is we've got this express line, Denver to Albuquerque, which to me is a throwaway line. We could do that fairly easily. This is tough topography down here, but let's just look at if we had a station. Well, the problem, there's several problems. One is to get to Albuquerque, you almost have to go through Santa Fe because of the city limits here. You could probably skirt these, but skirting Raton is just extremely difficult. You'd have to go way up high or around here in some weird way. So you almost have to connect Raton. All right, so it's just to give you a way to get through here, even if it's just a connector station. So let's, if you haven't figured it out, I want to go get that one task done. I want to just dedicate a little bit of track to get it and work to and money to getting that done. Now our problem is getting through here. See, we're cut off. We don't have any, there's no angle that we can get through between that and that. So we almost have to buy Walter to get rid of him or go around some way. Now there's always the possibility of going around. So we could go something like this and then go into these city. Now. Oh, the city limits are just back here. Man, oh man, this is tough. Okay, the only way we can actually go around is to go up here like this, go around the city limits, and then come up and connect, something like that. And that would be the right-hand side. We could connect like that. And that would get us to Raton. And we could probably make this a little cheaper. Get rid of that bridge. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's just build that. All right, and then let's just go ahead and hook into hook into Santa Fe. And we'll have to come out of Santa Fe, come up like this. Stay as flat as we can. That's pretty good. And connect to Santa Fe and then go on down to Albuquerque. Like this.
Wie hübsch. The station fits into the cityscape, I must admit.
And something like that. And that's going to give us Albuquerque. And then if we just build some track, we'll need a little faux double track right here. I guess it's right here. I guess it isn't. Where's this line going? This is going into here. We need to come out of this. There we go. Come up here and just do a little bit of double track and give it signals. Okay. And then run a line out of Denver like this. That connects into that. Okay, and then we'll just need some faux double track right here. We're only going to run one train. It only takes one train to get our express status. So we'll just do a little bit of double track here to allow you... what's the matter here? I don't get what's wrong right here. We have signals. Wow, it doesn't like this at all, which makes me think the connection, makes me think there's something wrong with this. Let's get rid of that track. Let's try this again. We're coming in here, we've gotten onto this track. We want to come up here and come off of this track like that. And then work our way up here to Denver and come into Denver like that. And we can keep our speed. We can go in like that. That all looks good. See if we can build that. Yep. Now let's get just a little bit. We just need to come off of this enough to be able to set signals in here so that this line doesn't hold up this line. And it does not like that. And maybe it's because of this up here. Yeah, that could be the problem. Let's see what happens if we add the same thing up here. And let's see if that fixed this. It did. Okay. Now it understands. Okay. So what we can do now is run a line, and let's just double check. Are we still getting express statuses? We are on our INYOs, so we don't need to run anything different. We can just do this to Albuquerque. That is right, isn't it? Denver, Albuquerque. All right, start over. Denver, Albuquerque, one train. We can make it just Hall Express. There. Coal mine. No, we don't want it. All right, there we go. There's a little load heading there. Once it goes down and back, then that task will be done, and we'll blow this stuff up because we just don't want it. Now we need to work our way to dimming. Dimming is down here. So we need to be able to go dimming. Something like that. That looks fine. And this we're going to want double track. And we're going to put repairs here. Okay. And research, I think, oh yeah, we're out here wanting to get this and then this. Okay. So do they have meat? So we can get the meat going if we just do this and this. That will get their meat to found dimming, and I think we did signals, didn't we? And I don't think we put in a supply tower, and we will. We got our 3 stars. Might as well go spend them on this guy.
I wonder if this locomotive will recoup its cost.
That makes everybody in danger of not being an express line, but I don't think it's a problem at all. And we'll put in
yours. This is how a sabotage
supply
has to
tower
work.
here. And then we want to go ahead and double track this up to Santa Fe. Okay. All right. Now, let's get...
I see you have internalized the spirit of our endeavor. Well done.
Okay, let's see what that was. That's our 5 cities. Good, hooray. Our 5 cities are done. We've got a train running right here. Actually going back with a lot of stuff. And as soon as he gets back to Denver, that sabotage won't hurt us because we're going to unload. So as soon as he gets back to Denver, I hope, as soon as he gets back to Denver, we'll have another task done. And now we're going to go like this. And
Why don't you have your locomotives repaired more often?
like this. And some Jan Jansons. Well, a Jan Jansen. And here we're going to do here to here. Running full from track 1. Inyo. Get 1 going. Get a second one going. Get a third one going. And while that's going, let's get over here and pick up grain. And we'll probably want to double track this. After we figure out, after that, we're going to let this train run. This is our express line. This guy right here going up to Denver. Once he hits there, we should be good. There we go. We got our line. And then we're going to take,
our rail network
let him
next to Santa
unload,
Fe.
and then we're
My
going to
dream
go
of this new route
Denver,
has come
Albuquerque.
true.
We don't want you. $500 a week. We're not interested. Okay. Now we can do our track here without worrying about resetting that line, which would be a little bit a minor disaster. Okay, let's go here and here. That's going to give us double track through here and like so, and we'll go that looks good. And like so. And we'll run 2 trains running full. Of grain down there. We get raw materials inheritance, and we're just going to use that to get us a little more funding. I don't really mess with the stock, so we'll just sell it and take a tiny little bit of money. Okay. So right now we're trying to found dimming. We're going to put planks in there immediately and start producing them, and then we're going to look at how we're going to get steel and chemicals down there. Okay, we've got the wood. Now the wood, we're going to be running planks, so we're going to want trains going down there, right? But we don't necessarily need 3 of them, maybe 2. So let's back off 1. Okay. All right, we should have one more grain should be coming already. And that should get us founded. I'm not going to spend any money. I want to make sure I can do this.
Could it be that you don't have your technology
This
under
should be it
control?
right here, maybe, I hope. Yeah, there we go. Now, in dimming, we're going to give it a settler bonus. We want it to grow. And we're going to give it a sawmill. Okay. Now, we cannot, I don't think we can level it up at all because the town's not big enough. See, we need 20,000. That's okay. We'll make it at 1.6 a week. We've got wood already set to go down there. We've got grain set to go down there. We don't need 2 trains worth of grain going down there. We can get by with 1. And sugar actually will come as well, or could come as well. Tell you what we'll do. We'll make this line priority wood, and we'll set another line to go in there, which is priority sugar, and it'll be a minute before it can actually jump in there. All right, so now we've got dimming founded. That means we're going to start working on this, and really we'll just have to let this run 1.6 a week until it's done, right? It's going to take it about 8 or 9 weeks to get that done. Then we're going to work on steel and chemicals. and continue growing. Okay, now would like to get this set up so it's a growing thing. Now we've got opportunity here, and we've got meat here. So meat, beer, and what do you call it? Meat, beer, and grain would make the most sense. Now the grain's coming from down here. This is actually the closest to the grain. So we could do Grand Junction and run the wool to Grand Junction. Let's do that. Let's go. I want to get the right industries here. So we're going to have a cloth industry in Grand Junction, and we're going to have a beer industry in Rock Springs if we can afford it, which we almost can. There we go. Let's put a beer industry in Rock Springs. So now let's just check. Let's get all this straightened up so that we can grow this 3-city cluster up here. Okay, and is this keeping on our tasks? A little. It's helping us toward this one. Now the steel, there is a steel mill in Santa Fe. We can run steel. We can run iron ore in there. We can run coal, and we can have a Santa Fe to Deming line running, and that will start hauling the steel, right? And that would be okay. I want to straighten this up first because we've got trains up here, but they're just kind of running randomly all over the place. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so Allen Rest. What are you doing? This one's going to Grand Junction. It can go away. All right, this one is going to Cheyenne, Rock Springs, Grand Junction, and I'm assuming it's coming out empty. Yeah, it is. This one can stay, and we'll get. No, this one can stay. Okay, and then this one going to Rock Springs can also go away. We don't need all that. We just need logs going to these 3 cities. We have maintenance. Okay, good. Now, our grain situation. Okay. Let's see what we've got going here. What I'd like to end up with is one train that goes to Cheyenne and to Grand Junction, and another one dedicated running full to Rock Springs. So this guy here is, we're going to make him a run full. And one train should be okay for these small towns. And then we've got Omaha, we don't care. These two here, one of these can go, I suspect. This one can go. And this one, okay, this one can go, can expand like this. What in the world? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. What am I doing? I was thinking of the lumber. We're trying to do the grain. So you're not going to run full anymore. And you're going to come out of the city, empty. And you're going to run, take whatever you can, they'll take, and come out of the city empty. Now we've got a line servicing grain to Cheyenne and Grand Junction, and we've got a dedicated one going to Rock Springs because the beer is there. Confirmed. So logs and beer are fine. That's also going to start picking up sugar down here. We've got corn. Did we do a corn line? Coming out of here would be this guy, and it's going to all 3 and coming out empty. Beautiful. So we've got corn set up. So we've got logs, corn, grain. We've got cattle coming in here. I tell you, we could speed this up by putting sugar right here as well. Absolutely could speed it up by going like this and having a line. This is clumsy land up here, but we can do it. You can come in like this. Beautiful. And you can come down like that. And you can also go the other direction. I don't see a right way around the bridge there. Well, maybe if we go up further, it'll be better. Or worse. This'll do. Okay. All right, so let's set one here that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come out empty. Okay, now this little 3-city cluster here is surprisingly strong because it's got what are you doing? Cheyenne to Grand Junction. Did we ever put repairs here? We haven't. We will. Let's do Cheyenne as well if we haven't. There we go. All right, now, I'm going to start to say this little 3-city cluster will be strong because it's got the 4 main growth for small cities. You got wood, grain, corn, sugar. You've also got beer, cloth, and meat. And we've got city-to-city lines, and we've got lines coming out of all the raw materials. This little guy here should grow nicely for us. And then, what are we working on here? Okay, let's get Santa Fe Steel headed to Deming. That would probably be a good thing to do. And maybe look at our money. 3.17 million. Okay, we can get a bunch of money. It's always good to have a bunch of money. What can we do with that money? Tell you what we could do with that money. We could take that bond. Then we could go set up, as I said, set up Santa Fe delivery of steel. Let's see. I think we need to go maybe through here, come out, something like this. Something like that. Okay. Okay, we're going to get iron ore going to this steel. Sorry, I did say full, didn't I? Yes. Okay. And then we want to get coal going there so we can do the full-blown thing. And so we can come off of this. and run coal to Santa Fe. Okay, and let's make sure we have a line going Santa Fe to Deming. We do not. So we can do an auto line there, and it'll just haul the, how long is that? 16 days. Yeah, it'll haul steel down there. And we could even give it a priority of steel. Don't think it's going to matter, but let's do edit priority steel and go. All right, now let's look at Deming and see what the deal is. So Deming, notice that Deming has an automatic demand for 8 steel a week, and it probably has a demand for chemicals. Yeah, 8 chemicals a week. So that steel, as soon as we start making steel there, it'll start shipping. And what we want to do now, I mean, we could set up these cities for growth. We've got, well, steel's not, they're kind of weak though, because you got meat. That's it. There's no beer. There's no cloth, and and you just don't have any good places to send it. Now we do have, let's see, we got cloth over here. See, we got a ton of cloth in Kansas City. We could ship that stuff to Santa Fe. Why don't we put a warehouse in Santa Fe? This is a little different. We'll put a warehouse in Santa Fe for cloth. Okay? And then we'll set up a line that runs between Kansas City and Santa Fe. And its priority will be, priority will be cloth. And it will take 42 days. We'd like to have about 3 cloth and 18. Let's run 3 trains on that and just get cloth headed over there. And that will help all 3 of these cities, because they can get cloth out of this warehouse and bring it to the other cities. So that's that. Now, beer, do we have a good excess of beer? We do. So we're going to run a line from Topeka to Santa Fe with a priority of beer, and 39. Let's run like 3 trains on that. We'll get beer headed over here, and we'll have our warehouse hold beer. So now we've got beer, meat. We've got meat here. We've got beer and cloth coming. We can set this up like so. Let's reset that and reset this. Okay. And we'll give this repairs. And then we'll go Miller Rest to Albuquerque. And we could run back here as long as you leave empty. As long as you leave full here. Inyo, go. So now we'll get cattle going in there. And then we got to think about, well, you know, we've got a warehouse in Santa Fe. Let's do this. Let's beef up the Santa Fe station, because it's got a lot going on now. Okay. Now let's do the same thing in the other direction. All right, so now it's a little bit better station. We can run grain to this warehouse. Since we're down the right, we might as well. We can run grain. We can go here to here. Running full. Okay. And then we can look at what else we have going here. We have one going to Deming. That was the one that was meant to found the city, right? And it's just one train. We'll let it keep going. Now we've got corn here. Shoot, let's put a warehouse here. Let's put a warehouse here with corn. And just run corn. We'll run corn to Deming. Okay, that should get corn for all three cities. And let's see if do we have an Albuquerque to Deming? We do. It's 10 days. Let's put another train on it. And Santa Fe to Deming. It's 16 days. Let's put another train on it. And now, in fact, let's put 2 more trains on it. And then Albuquerque, because remember, it's our steel as well. Albuquerque to Santa Fe, we don't have one, so let's fix that. Albuquerque, Santa Fe, automatic, 6 days, couple trains, go. We should get all these to turn around and start growing. That's what should happen after all of that. Because we should have grain in the warehouse. The logs are a problem. We've got logs running down. You know what we could do? We can put logs in this warehouse down here. And then we can just make 1, 2, 3 plus the demand here. What's your demand for logs? I mean, it's a tiny town. Still, it's 2, 3, 4. So let's just make this line for the logs. Well, in fact, that's the sugar. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's make this 3 trains. Okay, go. So soon enough, instead of these guys declining, they should gain. And we could even found Raton easily enough. In fact, if we just set it up like this and went had a line like that and a line like that, and a line like that, might take a while, but we should be able to found Raton, and then eventually it should start growing. I mean, that really is what should happen. And
What's it my spy has brought there? Ah, a new technology.
okay, see, the wooden planks are just going to get made as they're made. So steel and chemicals, we've got some steel, some potential for steel up here. And we've got 8 coal on the way, and it'll start creating the steel. Now let's go over here and see what's going on. 30,000, that sounds like a good place for an immigration office. And any place else? Would anyone else like one? Not yet. Okay. How big are you? 90, 96. Okay. 96. Okay, you're going to need, another thing here. We've got, good, that's an opportunity. Let's put chemicals in Topeka out here. And let's bump them up 1, 2, 3, at least like a 4 production. Well, bump them up to at least that to start with. And we've got coal right here would be handy. Let's grab coal right here. Oops. And let's connect this track like so, and like so, and okay, you go there. If you want to, you can stop off at Topeka. Just come out empty. Track 1 running full. Okay, let's get coal headed over here. Let's start making chemicals. That'd be good for these cities, but the ultimate plan is to get it big enough that we can pump chemicals to Deming to the point where I actually want to have a line. Let's give it another station. Let's give it its own station for this purpose. We can put it out here. Okay, and we can just give it maintenance, and we can set it up. We can just connect it to the bypass line. Freight going up, passengers up slightly, mail up slightly. We built a lot of track, a lot of locomotives, some factories. A good quarter overall, even though we're negative right now on money. All right, build that. I'll give it a couple. Build that. Give it this. Okay. Check for where it should be good. Now what we're going to do here is go from Topeka to Deming, a freight line that runs full. I don't want to carry beer. I just want to carry that. In fact, let's do this. Let's make it a manual line. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And coming back, whatever you like. And then here you're going to run full, and we'll put 2 trains on that. And 2 trains doing that should take care of that task. We have to do 8. I guess we could do 3 4s would make even more sense. Let's do that. Let's go, let's edit this, make it Let's just have it run exactly 4. And it can bring whatever back. And then we'll do 3 trains. 3 times 4, 12, done. All right, good. So that should get that chemical task done, particularly as soon as we can spend some money and upgrade our chemical plant and make it produce a little faster. And I see a problem here. What's the deal? Have I created a short block here? I think so. Let's see. All I can think to do is just reset this and reset that. Well, they had a little weight there. Okay. And we got some money. Let's go up to level 3. So we need 1.6. We need a 2. We need like an 18 or 28 line here, and it's actually 15, so it's fine. So that one train will do just fine. And when it gets over there with 8, that will actually allow us to make more than that. We'll make plenty. Actually, that looks good. Now,
the place where Deming is being founded seems extremely favorable. With its function as a connector between our routes, the city will have the potential to compete even with giants like Chicago in the future.
Okay, let's look at that. What did we finish? The wood planks and Deming. See, that just has to, it can't grow fast enough, so it just had to run itself out. So it did. We've gotten some steel down to Deming. Okay. Now, how big are you? All right. Oh, look at this. We're growing all 3 of these cities. That's lovely. That probably means, I think we can upgrade our steel plant here by 1 level. If we owned it, we could. We could produce more steel here in Santa Fe easily enough.
It seems your trains are not running too smoothly.
Kansas
Why don't
City,
you improve your maintenance?
Santa Fe. You're kidding me. You're not. Alright, enough of that nonsense. I do see another potential spot right here for that line. Let's see, how are we? All right, 7. We need quite a bit of city growth yet, but I think we're looking pretty good on that. And we're almost through with our steel. The chemicals, I think we're in great shape on that. So we really, buying Walter and expanding are big expenditures now. What's Walter worth? He shouldn't be growing much because he just doesn't have anything, right? 8.3's actually gone down about $500,000. 8.3 million. How could we make that? That would be nice to just do that to get that as a finishing for this episode. Oh, we got all these bonds. Let's see, how big are we? We're 6.3 million, 4.7. 6.3, 5.3. We'd have to close about a 1.5 million bond to get bigger. I mean, you know, we certainly could. We could close this one for 2. Now, let's just let it run for a minute. No, okay, now why aren't we running? That's a great question. What are you waiting on? Oh boy. I'm not sure what we're waiting on here. Unless this train is stalled out because of the lack of supplies, so it can't get up the slope. That could be the problem. Nope, that is not it. Apparently, there's more to it than that. We have signals. This is a short block right here. That's got to go. All right. Oh, waiting on supply. I think just didn't have enough supplies out. The supply towers out there. We're running on some kind of, you know, bad slope. So each train, see, they're even running out. So they're going to spend a lot of time on that supply tower this time through. That's what's holding us up. More revenue from mailbags. Okay. How close are we on the steel plants? We're 10 out of 12. And we're not going to mess with that. All right. So what was it I wanted to... Oh, I wanted to buy Walter. Sorry. 6.3, 4.8. Three, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Well, that's weird. We have, according to this, we should be able to get another bond. I'm not sure I get that. Okay. Okay. Now, if we wanted, we could put a steel mill in Dodge, right? There's ore up here, there's coal here, and we could have steel, and we could even upgrade that steel to run down to Deming. But we probably have, I would like to think we already have it going there. Santa Fe, Deming, look at that. Yeah, we got steel. We don't have to mess with steel, okay? We just don't. We're good on that. And chemicals, I would think. We've got 4 and 4 and 4. We're done. We've got 3 trains of 4 heading to Deming right now.
There are the materials I ordered. I was wondering already.
Okay, the steel's done. We're getting the other ones in here. Let's just stick around for just a minute until we get all the required tasks
A
done.
breakdown? Could it be that you don't have your technology under control?
And we have some money. Let's go ahead and get into North Texas. We definitely want to go in here and do a nice quick city build here. Santa Fe to Deming. Nobody's hitting repairs anywhere. Guess not. Repairs. All right, I can't hardly make myself stop, but the clock says stop. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll join us next time when we're going to wrap up this chapter 3. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for more Railway Empire 2 videos. Thank you.